right, time for Meal Prep Mondays with Seanna Thomas, as always, joining us, giving us a real sense of what to put on your plates for some snacks or treats or meals as well, right? And of course, you're talking trends for 2024 this morning.
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm excited about this.
You know, I mean, we see these trends come and go. Cottage cheese was really big in 2023.
Yep.
2024, I am thinking we're going to see a lot more of what I have in front of us.
I like what I'm seeing, too.
Yeah, I mean, these are ingredients that there's nothing new necessarily about them, but how they're being used, we might see some new things there. So
what's over here?
We're starting off here with hot honey. So you may have seen hot honey in the grocery store, or you may have seen it in restaurants. They're starting to use it on things like pizzas and pastas and appetizers and things like that. You can find it in the grocery store. It's a little hard to find, like specialty stores and things like that, but you can make your own.
So you've done this?
Yeah, so I have made my own hot honey here, and all you do is infuse honey. So you have to heat it up over the stove, and you add a whole bunch of red chili
flakes.
flakes.
Like regular honey you can buy?
Regular honey. So I just put about a cup of honey in there, added 2 to 3 tablespoons of red chili flakes to give it some nice kick, and then that's all you do is you heat it up, you let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You don't have to, but I like it, cuts the sweetness just a little bit of salt. And
so
then
let's drizzle it,
yeah,
right?
you can drizzle it over these crostinis. So these have goat cheese, a slice of apple, some walnuts, and then this hot honey. Oh, just beautiful. I mean, yeah, expert drizzling. And the contrast of the sweet with the heat and the creamy goat cheese and the walnuts, it is so, so good. And you can do this for really any like charcuterie board or anything like that, and it just adds that extra little zip. And the longer you infuse it, the hotter it will be. Yeah, so you can really adjust it to your own personal liking. Isn't that good?
Thank you. Seanna knows I'm not the biggest apple fan, so thanks for making some without apple.
A couple without apples for you there. Yeah,
sure
these are for everybody else. Yes.
Okay, what's this? This looks like my breakfast. It looks amazing.
Absolutely. So this is buckwheat. Buckwheat, I think we're going to see a lot more of. So it's an ancient grain. You know, we've seen a lot of quinoa and millet and all of these other ones. I think buckwheat is going to make a big comeback this year. You see it in flours a lot, right?
So that's flour and that's...
This is the buckwheat flour. This is the actual buckwheat. And so you hear about buckwheat pancakes and things like that. Really hearty, delicious flavors. But the actual buckwheat, you can cook up just like you would an oatmeal, and you can have it like oatmeal in the morning. So really fiber-rich, and it just has like a little bit more of a bite to it, which I really like. It's not, you know, if you don't like that mushiness of the oatmeal, this might be something you'd enjoy. And you can make savory things with it as well.
Can you eat it raw, or do you have to cook it up?
No, you do want to cook it up. Yeah, you can roast it too, though, if you're making a granola. Well, if you roast it, you just do need to cook it. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, savory as well. So you could make like a tabbouleh with it, or you know, like a cucumber tomato sort of salad as well.
Yeah, it looks great. I love the look of this, and just add Greek yogurt, and you're good to go. I'm
exactly.
Sure, right?
That's all you need.
Okay, the cookies. You were teasing this on Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what we're in for. So tell me about these cookies.
So these are cookies made with tahini. So this is the ingredient that I think we're going to see more of this year.
That is in them.
That is in them. That is not to dip them in. No. So tahini is basically a sesame seed paste. It's a great alternative if you don't have an allergy to sesame, but if you do have an allergy to peanut, this is an alternative that you can use instead of peanut butter in certain things. So these cookies are, I mean, they're not overly healthy. I'm not going to lie. They're still a cookie. A cookie is a cookie. So there is butter in there. There's flour in there. There's all of those things. But a little flaky salt on top, some chunky dark chocolate. And that tahini gives it that almost like, it's a little bit bitter taste, so it cuts that sweetness of the cookie, and I absolutely love it.
Even though it's not the healthiest, I'll give it a try.
Oh,
just for television purposes. But I'm concerned. It looks runny to think that it turns into an actual form cookie. How do you make that?
Well, it is runny. So I mix it with the butter first. I add it to the sugar and the egg and the vanilla, and I mix it all just like you would a regular cookie. But even if you were making a peanut butter cookie using natural peanut butter, it has that runny texture, right? So you just need to make sure you're using enough flour. There's oats in here as well. I really wanted to complement the tahini with something that was really hearty and delicious, because to me, I mean, I could eat a ton of cookies, but when you have one that's so, so good, sometimes you just need that one, right?
For sure. That's great. I'm probably going to have more than one. I'm not going to lie about that. All right, Seanna, tell us again where we can find all these recipes.
So all of these recipes plus the videos are going to be on my Instagram, Seanna Thomas Nutrition, and Facebook as well.
The videos help as well, that's for sure.